Today I'm going to be talking about what video games I've been playing recently. I've had 4 weeks to think about this, but just totally blanking on ideas for something remotely interesting to talk about. And so I decided to talk about what video games I'm playing. So let's just start with Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch. I play that just about every day. Once in a while I'll take a couple days of break so that I don't get burnt out. Fantastic game. I've been really enjoying it since launch. I do wish that all the content was in the game from the beginning. I don't like games as a service. I'm not going to complain too much because it's a solid entry in the Animal Crossing series. I play every day for a couple reasons. I'm trying to get all the DIY recipes. So each day you can get one from one of your villagers, and then you can get one from the message in a bottle, yeah. So that's why I play every day, and to see what special visitors might be on my island. Like Red, I'm looking for Red and his paintings. I have 3 pieces of art in my museum. One day, once I have a few projects I'm doing on my island right now that aren't complete, but once I complete those, I'm going to make an island tour video because I'm actually really proud of my island. I've taken a lot of ideas from the internet, like from Reddit, kind of incorporated them. Some of them I just copied, others I took just inspiration from, and then some of the things on the islands are just completely original that I thought of, and a few of those I'm quite proud of. So I'm definitely going to want to share my island, and then I'll give my dream address as well, so you can check it out yourself. Besides Animal Crossing New Horizons, Pokemon Go. I still play Pokemon Go. Been playing it since launch. I'm currently level 40, working on getting to level 41 because the max level is now 50. I did reach level 40 a few months ago, so I'm considered a legacy level 40 player, which is cool. I get that street cred. There's a lot more to work towards now in Pokemon Go, which I think is cool. Medals, instead of just gold, there's platinum, so you can work towards those as well. Yeah, so I've been playing Pokemon. Gen 6 is starting to roll out. Gen 6 has 2 of my favorite Pokemon, Braixen and Sylveon. Sylveon isn't in the game yet. Like I said, Niantic likes to roll out generation releases, but Braixen is. I've tried a few Fennekin already, but they're all males. I want a female Fennekin, so I did a female Braixen. But yeah, Pokemon Go. And then I've been working towards beating games that I started but never finished. I have a lot of video games, especially with how cheap things can get with Steam sales on PC. I just feel compelled to buy the game because, hey, it's only, $5 or $10 for this AAA title that's only a few years old. I'm like, yeah, that's a good deal. I'm going to play it eventually, right? But recently I've held off on buying any games. Trying to think of what the last game I bought was. I really want to say it was Animal Crossing. Was the last game I bought, even for PC. So the games I've beaten recently have been Dirt 4, fantastic game. I played through all the events and championships, gold medaled everything, put about 58 hours into it. It took to beat the career mode. So Dirt 4. Doom, the game from 2016. I knew a little bit about the game, but I kind of went in blind with that, and man, was that a good game. Like, I really enjoyed just how badass that game was. Just slaying demons, all the gore. It was awesome. Like, I had a lot of fun playing it. The music is great too. I forget the name of the guy who did the music, but it's awesome. So, highly suggest that. Great game. What else have I been playing? Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor was a game that I started back in the spring of 2017. and I hadn't played it since. So I'm like, I'm gonna finish that game, and I finished that last week. It was an okay game. I'm not really a Tolkien fan. I was just playing it as it is, as just a game, a fantasy game. It was okay. The story wasn't anything to write home about, in my opinion. The combat was pretty fun. The cool combos you could do and taking down the huge hordes of Uruks. And then Wreckfest was a game that I actually beat, not yesterday, but the day before. Good game. Really good. It was a really good game. I love Demolition Derby, always have since I was a kid. The trash physics and the damage models, all really good. The cars are fun, the tracks are fun. You have banger racing and, traditional like Demolition Derby and an arena type area. And then alongside those single player experiences, I play my usual bit of multiplayer games with my friends. Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies, World at War Custom Zombies, Tabletop Simulator, fun versions of Uno, and different Monopoly boards like Waifuopoly and My Hero Academia, Shell Shock Live, a bit of Minecraft here and there, and then a unique multiplayer game I've been playing lately. It's not really a multiplayer game, it's a mod for BeamNG.drive called BeamNP, Beam Multiplayer, and it's a fan community made mod that gives the game multiplayer, and it works surprisingly well. BeamNG, but multiplayer, and ever since I got the game, I'm like, this would be a lot of fun if you could play with your friends, because a big draw to that game is crashing cars. And sure, you can crash a car yourself, but it's fun to be able to crash into other people and cars that aren't controlled by the rather lackluster and dumb AI in that game. So I've been having fun with that. And then I wanted to touch real quick while I remembered it. My criteria for beating a game is either playing through the story or the career or the campaign, whatever the game calls it, or getting to watching the credits roll. Usually it's both. But like in the case of Wreckfest, it just said, congratulations, you've beaten career mode, and you get a Steam achievement. There is no credits or anything. But the other games that I beat, they've got proper credits and whatnot. Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out next week. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm trying to get to beat some games before that comes out because I feel I'm going to really sink a lot of time into that. And also, the way I would play video games in the past is I would really focus on collecting things and getting all the things in the game, side missions, collectibles, and stuff like that. And it would take me forever to beat the story. And while that's fun and all, I kind of wanted to just play more games and not, sink 50, 60 hours in every game I play. And if I play a game and I like the story and I like the game as a whole, yeah, I'll go back and I'll do the collectible things. Like, a game that comes to mind is the Mad Max video game. I really like that, and, I beat the story a while ago, and then I started working on 100%ing it, and I'd like to go back and finish that up, because I got pretty close. Another game that I would like to 100% is Doom. I'm not going to go back to that, probably not anytime soon since I just played it, but I'd like to go back to the collectibles, do the challenges to get all the mods for the guns, changing my playstyle a little bit to allow me to work through the backlog of games, because I really, I want to play all the games I buy. So what's the point of buying games? As for the next game or games on my list, off the top of my head, is a game called The Lone Dark. I would say it's a survival game, first-person survival game set in the Canadian wilderness. You gotta stay warm, you gotta find food and shelter and, fight the wilderness, including animals like wolves and stuff. I made it pretty far, but I never finished it. I'd like to finish it because I thought the story was really good and the gameplay was fun. Dirt 3 is a game I started but never finished. Dirt 3 I would say is my least favorite of the Dirt games I've played. I played 1, 2, and 4 and started 3. I don't really like the Gymkhana stuff. Gymkhana's cool in real life. I find it frustrating to play because if you make a mistake or don't do it super smooth, it's really not satisfying and it frustrates me. Because I try to, when I'm doing rally stuff, I like to be perfect with my runs, and you keep making mistakes. It's kind of annoying. Oh, Dead Rising 2. A friend and I have been playing that co-op, playing through the story, and I'd like to finish playing that with him. The story isn't anything to write home about. Either is the voice acting. The voice acting's pretty laughable, but it's fun to play co-op, kill some zombies, bunch of crazy things you can use to, attack with, like lunch trays and toy helicopters and fireworks, so you get the motorbike with the chainsaw on it. It's fun. It's a fun arcadey game. But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is the next big game on my radar. A friend actually bought it for me for my birthday back in June. I didn't actually pay for it, which is really nice of him. Shout out to my friend for buying me Cyberpunk 2077. Alright, so that's really all I wanted to talk about. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day.